For centuries we have dreamed of setting foot on another planet, a new frontier, a second home for humanity. But what if this dream became a reality? What if you could live on Mars? Before we start packing our bags, let's talk about the reality of living on Mars. Because let's be honest, it's not exactly paradise. For one, it's freezing. The average temperature on Mars is around minus 63 degrees Celsius. That's colder than Antarctica on its worst day. Mars is also home to some of the most intense dust storms in the solar system, capable of covering the entire planet for weeks. Without proper shelter, you wouldn't stand a chance. Oh, and let's not forget, there's almost no oxygen. The atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide, meaning one deep breath could be your last. So, how could we survive? Well, first, we'd need a place to live. Living underground might be our best bet. The surface is constantly bombarded by deadly radiation from the sun. Thick walls of Martian soil could protect us. And what about food? With no grocery stores, we'd have to grow everything ourselves. Scientists are already experimenting with growing crops using Martian soil and LED lights. But without bees, we'd have to pollinate everything by hand. Getting around Mars would be a challenge. There's no gasoline here, and the atmosphere is too thin for traditional planes. Instead, we'd rely on solar-powered rovers and possibly drones to navigate the endless deserts. But if you're into hiking, you're in luck. Mars is home to Olympus Mons, the tallest volcano in the solar system, 3 times higher than Mount Everest. But even if we solved all these problems, would we be happy? Imagine waking up every day in a tiny, windowless habitat, surrounded by the same people, with no chance of stepping outside without a spacesuit. What about birthdays, holidays? Would life on Mars feel real, or would we always feel like outsiders in an alien world? What if, instead of just surviving on Mars, we transformed it into a new Earth? Scientists call this terraforming, the process of changing a planet's climate to make it more like home. One idea is to warm the planet by using giant mirrors to reflect sunlight. Another idea? Dropping nuclear bombs at the poles to release trapped carbon dioxide and thicken the atmosphere. Sounds extreme, but hey, desperate times, right? If we could make Mars warmer, melt its ice and grow plants, it could one day look more like Earth. But would it take centuries, thousands of years? No one really knows. But let's say we succeed. Mars becomes livable. A thriving city is built. Would people ever want to return to Earth? Or would Mars become humanity's true second home? Imagine being born on Mars. Would you feel connected to Earth? Or would Mars become your only world? Right now, Mars is still just a dream, but maybe, in our lifetime, that dream will become reality. What do you think? Would you be one of the first settlers on Mars? Or is Earth still the only home we'll ever need? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing questions right here on What If.